What if I told you that long study sessions are destroying your brain? Yes, you heard that right. All those hours you spend sitting like a robot in front of your books, trying to memorize every word as if you're a soulless machine, might actually be killing your ability to think. I know you're raising your eyebrows right now, thinking, impossible, this is crazy. But hold on a second and hear me out. I am not here to waste your time. I am here to open your eyes to a truth that will change your life forever. Picture this: one student sits for 8 hours a day, eyes red from exhaustion, head pounding, books open in front of them like an inescapable prison. They chug coffee like a maniac just to stay awake, only to end up falling asleep on their notes, haunted by nightmares of exams. Then there's another student who studies for just 2 hours, yes, 2 hours, and then goes out to enjoy life, yet still comes back with an A+ on every test. What's the difference? Is the second student a wizard? Do they have a superhuman memory? No, my friend. The difference is that they've rejected the lie we've all been fed, that intense, endless studying is the only path to success. Intense studying, the big lie we've swallowed without thinking. Our brains have been washed since we were kids. They told us, if you want to succeed, you have to study more. The longer you study, the better you'll be. But let me ask you this: have you ever felt smarter after 5 or 6 hours of non-stop studying? Or did you feel like your brain turned into a muddy mess, unable to take in anything new? That's because science, yes, science, not just my opinion, proves that studying for long stretches without breaks exhausts your brain, kills your focus, and makes you forget faster than you can remember. Think about it. When you sit for hours on end, your mind is screaming, "Enough. I need a break," but you ignore it. Keep cramming as if you're trying to pour water into an already full cup. The information spills out, gets lost, and in the end, you're staring at the exam paper like you've never seen that question before. Sound familiar? Isn't that a feeling you know all too well? Enough with the lies. It's time to break these chains. Intense studying isn't the solution, it might actually be the problem. But don't worry, I'm not here just to yell at you and leave you frustrated. I'm here to give you the solution, the scientific solution that will let you excel without torturing yourself for 10 hours a day. The secret isn't time, it is the method. Won't bore you with dull theories, because you're not here for a university lecture. You're here because you want change, real results. So let me share some secret weapons that will change the game for you. 1. The Pomodoro Technique: smart studying, not intense studying. Have you heard of the Pomodoro Technique? If not, get ready, because it's about to revolutionize your life. The idea is simple but genius. Study for 25 minutes with full focus, then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this for times, then take a longer break, about 15 to 30 minutes. Why does it work? Because your brain isn't designed to focus for hours on end. It's like a muscle. If you overwork it without rest, it shuts down. Imagine this: instead of sitting for 5 hours straight and losing your mind, you break it into short sessions. For 25 minutes, you focus like a laser. No phone, no distractions, just you and the material. Then you relax for 5 minutes, stretch your legs, drink some water, and come back refreshed. Try it for just 1 day, and you'll feel the difference. You won't believe how much you can absorb without feeling like you're torturing yourself. To mind maps, turn chaos into order. No, let's talk about something else: mind maps. Are you tired of memorizing endless pages of text that feel like a maze with no exit? Imagine replacing all that with a single drawing that sums everything up. Mind maps are a visual way to organize information, connecting ideas in a way that makes your brain remember them effortlessly. How do you start? Grab a piece of paper, draw a circle in the center, and write the main idea. Then add branches for sub-ideas, connecting them with lines and colors. For example, if you're studying a science lesson, put the lesson title in the center, then branch out to key concepts, examples, and details. Your brain loves visuals more than text, and you'll be shocked at how much easier it becomes to recall information. 3. The Feynman Technique: Explain it like you Ray talking to a child. Ever heard of Richard Feynman, the genius physicist? He had an incredible way of understanding anything. Explain it like you Ray talking to a 6-year-old. Try this. Take a topic you Ray studying and explain it to yourself or a friend in super simple words. If you stumble, it means you don't fully get it yet. For example, if you're studying Newton's second law, don't just memorize the formula F equals ma. Explain it simply. If you push something heavy, it moves slowly, but if it's light, it moves fast. This simplification forces your brain to grasp the concept deeply, and once you understand it, you won't forget it. Stop wasting time. It's time for change. Listen to me closely. How much time have you wasted studying with no results? How many nights have you stayed up until dawn, trying to memorize everything, only to get grades that don't reflect your effort? That's not fair. You're not stupid, you're not a failure, but you're punishing yourself with the wrong study methods. Imagine your life if you changed your approach right now. Imagine studying for just 2 hours, then going out with friends, watching a movie, playing sports and still getting top grades. This isn't a dream, it's possible, but it starts with one decision: to stop believing the lie of intense studying. The education system has tricked us. It made us think success only comes through suffering and exhaustion. But the truth is, success comes from studying smarter, not longer. With techniques like Pomodoro, mind maps, and the Feynman method, you can excel in less time and keep your sanity intact. Understanding beats memorizing, but wait, there's something else you need to know. Studying isn't just about memorizing. It's about understanding. How many times have you tried to memorize something without getting it, only to forget it a day after the exam? That's because your brain hates random cramming. If you want to remember something forever, connect it to what you already know. Make it make sense. For instance, if you're studying history, don't just memorize dates like lifeless numbers. Ask yourself, why did this event happen? What was its impact? Imagine yourself living that moment, like a hero in a story. When you understand the story, you won't need to memorize it, it'll become part of you. One of the biggest mistakes we make is cramming the night before an exam. Stop that. Your brain needs time to process and store information in long-term memory. Instead, plan your studying over the week. Set aside daily review time, and you'll find everything sticks effortlessly by exam day. How to manage your time and energy. Planning is key. Before you start studying, sit for a few minutes and set your goals. What do you want to accomplish today? How many hours will you dedicate to each topic? Write a clear plan, and you'll feel in control of your time instead of it controlling you. And don't forget rest. Your brain is like a battery. If you drain it without recharging, it'll die. Take regular breaks, move around, drink water, and make sure you sleep well every night. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's your brain's fuel. Start now, don't wait. I know this might sound like a lot, but don't feel overwhelmed. You don't need to apply everything at once. Start with one technique. Try Pomodoro tomorrow and see how it feels. Then add mind maps a couple of days later. Step by step, you'll become the master of your studies. The key is to start now. Don't let fear or laziness hold you back. You deserve to excel, you deserve a balanced life, and you're capable of it. All it takes is saying, enough. I'm ready to change. Ultimately, studying isn't about how many hours you put in, it's about how you use those hours. With the right techniques, you can achieve your dreams without burning yourself out. Are you ready to throw the lie of intense studying in the trash? If so, stick with me, because we're not done yet. There are more secrets and tips I'll share with you in the next part of this video.